father's wife.
That's the fornication spoken about in chapter 7. That's the scripture that a sister gonna pull 1 Corinthians chapter 7, but she don't realize that it's really coming from 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Now go to Malachi 3 and 6. Because there's a misconception that the Most High changed, and that's the Old Testament, and that's the New Testament. That's a lie, man.
Salakia, I like to make a point too. Now, it's written right there, but you got to look into it. It said the fornication was a man messing with his father's wife. It didn't say his mother. It didn't say his mother. It said his father's wife. So if that's his father, and that's not his mother, but that's his father's wife, it sounds like his father had multiple wives. Right? And there was a tribesman, I forgot who he was, but he tried to sleep with his father's wife. One of our brethren. I'm not sure if it was I don't want to bear false witness on one of our brethren. But one of our brethren tried to mess with one of the wives of Jacob.
Was it Judah?
No, it wasn't Judah. It wasn't Judah. It was another one. I'm not sure if it was Naphtali or Manasseh, but it was another one of them. Trying to mess with one of his father's wives. It wasn't his mother, but it was his father's wife. It says it right there in the scripture, though. It says a man fornication was messing with his father's wife.
No, read that real quick. Salakia.
Yeah, read that.
That's a good thing he brought up. Read that. But that's not. I'm show you in the law. Read that. Malachi 3.
Malachi 3 verse 6. For I am the Lord. I change not.
See that right there. The Most High don't change. Read.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob.
Know the whole world.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob. Go ahead.
Are not consumed.
Because the Most High in the scriptures still only given to the Israelites. That's a cold cut right there too. But what you're talking about, I think it's in Leviticus chapter 18, and we're gonna pull a law on that.
All right, while you're looking for that, I want him to get Judges 8 and 30.
Bring that up. Right?
Judges 8 and 30.
Yeah, because it's the sisters too, but it's mainly these brothers that's leading these sisters off by trying to please the woman. That's the main problem I have, and it's not even in the brothers in IUIC. I don't hate those brothers. I go against the doctrine because it's going off and it's leading the sisters off. The sisters is hating brothers that have multiple wives. How you against multiple wives when that's how the nation of Israel was started? We got
Judges 8 verse 30. And Gideon had 80 sons.
He had 80 sons. Go ahead.
Of his body begotten. For he had many wives.
He had what?
Many wives.
So what you gonna say about that?
Yes, he was.
Read it again from the top.
And Gideon had 80 sons.
So Gideon had what? He had 40 sons, right? So like
3 scores, 360, 70 sons. 70 sons.
70 sons.
And 10 sons of his body begotten. For he had many wives.
He had many wives right there.
And his
what? Read it.
And his concubines.
And he had concubines as well.
That was in Shechem.
See, that right there is a cold cut for these sisters out here to try to say that a brother or a court, and that's in what Judges? That's in the book of Judges. So you can't, sisters can't be like, oh, because this the New Testament, or because my camp leader or my bishop said we can't do that. No, you gotta go about what thus saith the Most High.
Salakia, and they try to go against Solomon because Solomon had many wives and many concubines and he went off. But they'll see that Gideon didn't go off at all. They'll say, and Gideon was a mighty man for the Most High. If they read through the book of Judges from Judges 6 to Judges 8, they see that Gideon was a mighty man for the Most High. And what the Most High did, he blessed him with many wives. You know what I'm saying? Was Gideon an unrighteous man? I want somebody to post some scripture on that. No. Gideon being an unrighteous man. You're not going to find that.
You're not going to find that right there. That's a good point the brother bringing out. And like the scripture said in Malachi 3 and 6, I am the Most High, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Now we're going to go to the law as far as the fornication. Go to Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 7. Because it said your own wife. So like the brother Shah was bringing out, and that was super heavy, like He had to have a wife and another woman that he was dealing with because it says his own wife. And we're gonna show you that. We're gonna show you the true fornication. You got it? Yeah, 18 to 7.
Leviticus 18 verse 7.
Go ahead.
The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother.
She is thy mother. Listen to the words. It says she is thy mother. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
That's common sense. You don't want to uncover the nakedness of your mother. You need to deal with her. Go ahead.
The nakedness of thy father's wife.
Read that again slow.
The nakedness of thy father's wife.
Why is there separation right there? The first one said the nakedness of thy mother. Then the second one said the nakedness of thy father's wife. This is the law. So this would be fornication right here. This links straight up with 1 Corinthians chapter 5.
Okay.
Read 1 Corinthians, so like you drop that. Go back to 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and 1 again.
Bring it out, bring it out, bring it out.
Straight up with it.
Bring it out, Doc.
And just like I put on my Facebook page too. 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1. So yes, the white man is a devil that the Bible speaks of, but if you're going contrary to the Lord's statutes and commandments and the words written in the Bible, you the devil that the Bible speaks of too.
That's right.
You're a deceiver as well. That's what you're doing. Read that.
It is reported commonly that there is fornication among
Key
them.
word here is fornication. Go ahead.
And such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles.
The Gentiles wasn't doing this. Go ahead.
That one should have his father's wife.
See, that's the fornication right there. See what I'm saying? Now go to Revelation 22:14.
But it's shocking me that the Gentiles weren't Israel was doing this.
Salaki, that's because the Gentiles were faggots and they even want no wives.
Okay, gotcha.
The Romans only got wives just so they could have children.
Okay.
Other than that, they want little boys.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, they wanted little boys. You know what I'm saying?
And just like Salaki, what he just brought out, that's why they instituted monogamous relationship. That's really where that came from.
Okay.
That they had to institute that they had to have one wife at least to have a child. Mainly for the inheritance.
Yeah, because they would go
They was
extinct.
gay.
Yeah, it was
Right.
gay as hell.
Bring that out. 22:14.
Revelations 22 verse 14.
Go ahead.
Blessed are they that do his
So
commandments,
multiple wives is a blessing. Go ahead.
that they may have right to the tree of life,
Go ahead.
and may enter in through the gates into the city.